Greetings, celestial manifestors of the new Eden, the new earth, the new codes, flowing in through the central sun from infinite, expanding creator source, prime creator, mother, father, God, great spirit, the great mystery. Our highest self goes by many names, but is beyond all words, all concepts, and all frequencies. After several days of intense waves showing up on the Schumann charts, we had a fairly quiet, calm day in the resonance with a 15 hertz after a day of up to 500 hertz amplitude and then 800 hertz, which the frequency totally blasted off the charts, and many of us felt these energies coming in from the higher realms, from 7D, 9D, 13D, and beyond, all the way back to source. All these energies and frequencies and codes coming in are preparing us for this eclipse on the 14th, 644 coming in, the 14th into the 17th. First we have the 1212 portal of the Divine Goddess into the 14th of the eclipse, and then the 17 of Source, the Q, Quelle, breaking humanity free from all archonic time loops of the false ways, the false waves, the waves of suffering. I did not come into this realm, beloved beings of light, to play games with these nefarious entities and energies. I came, you came, we all came on this great mission to end the false programming of the diabolical ones that converted the pure light. And yes, it was for lessons, and yes, the game went on too long, and humanity has suffered enough. We have suffered enough. So we came, we heard the calling of consciousness, of Gaia. Look at history and what humanity has done to each other, to our brothers and sisters, with its slavery, with its torture, with its abuses of every kind. And we've had enough. The angelics have had enough, and we will not stand for this any longer. That's why we came, to rise in the glory, in the light, in the truth, the bliss, and the love of divine creator source. And my queen and I and my soul star family did not leave our home and sacrifice everything to fail in this mission, and neither did you, bro stars and sis stars of the light, beloved beings of light. So yes, love has won, victory to the light. The battle is not over, but we will be victorious through this great shift and this great awakening. So rise up in the feeling of the love, the connection, the bliss that is your birthright and is the kingdom of heaven within, that we manifest the kingdom of heaven without and everywhere, for everyone and forevermore. No falling back into the false ways, the nefarious ways, or the dark ways of the converted and twisted truths of that which is real. Okay, now that I went off on that tangent, let's get back to why we came here today, which is, I can't remember, but let's do this. Because every day is a new adventure in Wonderland, in the Twilight Zone, in between worlds and dimensions and realms, as we're anchoring in all timelines, all dimensions, all frequencies through our rainbow bridge, through our sacred vessel. Now, real quick, before we get started with our transmissions, I put out 2 videos today. One on the Age of Aquarius meditation for this upcoming solstice, which will be, of course, on 12/21. So please share that with all of our sis stars and bro stars of the light workers around this realm, to join together in harmony and peace and lock arms, etherically touch wings through this electromagnetic field as we pulse through this great alignment and spread our wings and fly into the glorious light of the new earth. And really feel into that energy and see what rises up and allow it to lift you. We reached 13,222 subscribers on YouTube on my main channel, Paul Butler. So thank you, everyone. So we have the 13 of the Divine Goddess and the 222 from the angelic realm, saying the Goddess has risen and is fully embodied here now. And the second video was on a giveaway for our Patreons or patrons on Patreon of the $20 and above pledges of these sacred goddess dolls made by the hands of my beloved sacred condor. These beautiful little goddess angels, which are encoded with the eagle and the condor divine union codes. And we're doing a drawing from the 9th for 6 days, each day drawing a name that we're going to gift with these divine goddesses. And you could purchase these little angel dolls. They're goddess dolls, but they are angelic encoded, and these are going to be traveling all over the country, all over the U.S., and then all over the world. We have one going to my sister Victoria in Cleveland, Ohio, our angels anchoring the codes there, and then one to Lady V Veronica Higher Realm Holistics in Florida, and then I know so far one up to Canada. So take a look at that video, and I'll be starting the drawings on the 9th. And then we're going to do one drawing of these larger goddess dolls. They're made out of wool, all handcrafted by my sacred queen and her very artistic and creative hands and heart. Aho! And many more great things coming from many great artists that we are connected with. So we're going to be doing many giveaways coming up in the near future to those that support us on Patreon. And these are going to be gifts from my queen, my goddess, my sacred condor, myself, some from our Soul Star family, and some of our artist friends. And this is my queen and I's one of the many ways we're going to show our appreciation for all those supporting us on Patreon and our divine mission of divine union, divine love, divine abundance, and divine connections for all of humanity. So thank you all supporting us on Patreon with your pledges and your donations. And if you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. And you could purchase some of these dolls on lunagoddessart.com. We'll put the links in the description below. And these are all unique, handcrafted, one-of-a-kind little goddesses that are hand felted out of pure wool by my sacred goddess. And in the near future, she and I will be putting out guided meditations on Patreon for our team and for our appreciation for all of you out there supporting us on this great mission together. Namaste. Okay, so let's take a look today at the codes and the frequencies coming through the activations of these earthquakes on Pachamama. We had 141 M1.5, magnitude 1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. Again, the Ring of Fire totally lit up again today, the most powerful with the Lemurian energy and the codes coming in with a 6.1 in Chile. And this came in at 1647 UTC, 6.1 with the 7 code. And this was a little north of the Tropic of Capricorn, 20.369 latitude, 69.089 longitude. We have the 369 of the Nikola Tesla codes of frequency, currency, and divine illumination. Again, 69, 69, 15, 15 with the 66 and the 6.1 at 1647, 99 kilometers depth. So this was very encoded, and also on the 6. So we have the 66, 66 of the 1212. It was 112.2 kilometers from Iquique, Chile, which is also 69.2 miles. 69.2 is 112.2. So we had the 1122, 99, 69, 69, 69 of the 12, 12, 12 in this one activation. Pachamama is fully activated, fully open, fully awakening. We had in the crown of Lemuria with the 3-6 of the 9 energy in Sand Point, Alaska. Japan, Katsura, and with a 5.1 on the Ring of Fire. Tonga on the Ring of Fire, 5-1. So the 6-6. Albania, the Sacred Portal in Albania, 4-6. 10 kilometers depth, so we have the 10-10. Alaska Peninsula and the Crown, 3.1. Puerto Rico with the Atlantean energies, 3.1. Also on the Ring of Fire, Lakeport, California, 4-4. Julian, California, 3-6. Vanuatu, also on the Ring of Fire, 4-6. Another 4-5 in Japan with the 9 code, and then a 4-8 soon after with the 12 code coming in. And then the Chile with the 6-1. The Gulf of Alaska, 3-3. British Virgin Islands, 3-6. Another 9 code with the Atlantean energy. New Zealand, 4-6. 33 kilometers depth. We have the 10 encoded in the 33. Tonopah, Nevada, 3.0. In the Sacred Portal in Argentina, 4-5. Another 9 code. And then in the Bay of Plenty, the Abundance Code and the Code of Completion and the Council of 9 with a 4-5, New Zealand. China Lake Acres in California, 3.0. So together we rise into the light with great faith and great courage, warriors of the light. We start today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Diana Cooper, and this is coming through with the whale energy. The dolphins and the whales are coming through to many of us, and all the beings of the great oceans and the great waters. A couple nights ago with that major blast coming in, my sacred condor and I both had a dream of swimming with the sharks. We had dreams of many sharks and swimming in the ocean, and the great white sharks coming through. So the whales, the sharks, the dolphins, and all of our creatures of the sea, connected with Neptune, connected with the mermaids, and connected with the Lemurian and the Atlantean with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, coming into union, into Hieros Gamos, through the sacred waters, through the holy water and the holy fire, coming together as one united force to rise and save humanity from the most dangerous game. The awesome whales originate from an asteroid in the 10th dimensional universe of Shekinah. This is a plane of high-frequency light, and the whales carry within their energy fields the light keys and codes of pure love and joy that is beyond our understanding. It is a huge undertaking for their souls to step down through the dimensions into a physical body in a much lower frequency universe like ours. However, whales have done so for millions of years. Their sole mission has always been to try to maintain the vibration of our planet and to hold the divine blueprint for our oceans. For their part, whales wanted to understand the close love that can only be experienced by carrying a living, breathing baby in the womb and giving birth to it. A new model was designed for them, and other creatures followed. From the start, whales were bathed in the light of the wondrous angel Mary, who is a universal angel and spreads her divine feminine love throughout the universes. Mary's name is derived from mare, M-A-R-E, meaning water, and she has a symbiotic relationship with that element. She pours her aquamarine light into the oceans, the seas, and all waters. When you ask the angel Mary to bless water, whether it is a glassful you are to drink or a bath or the sea, her blessing raises the frequency to the 5th dimension, and it profoundly affects you mentally, emotionally, and at a cellular level. Because of their connection with the angel Mary, the whales constantly call in her blessings and spread divine feminine wisdom into the waters wherever they swim. When you think about whales, swim with them, or listen to their sounds, the angel Mary can take you up to ineffable heights that enable your heart to be touched by Source. This is from the Archangel Guide to Animals, Diana Cooper. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Are you ready? The Arcturians. Many are asking, am I ready for the pivotal moment of the conjunction? The answer is yes. to know you are perfectly aligned in the now moment, to receive messages from your soul team, to empower yourself and to have faith in your progress. For each day is a gift, an opportunity to receive. Follow your heart guidance, for your soul family are there. The heart purity vibration is the vibrational key, dear one, to find a time in your day to create a sacred light space, to focus on your heart and breathe. Connect more deeply to your true essence, for the true you resides in your heart. Focus on your empowerment, to draw strength from your core light, to feel the power of your eternal flame, to realize this is a personal mission, a mission of expansion and empowerment. For each day leading to December 21st is a global window of expansion, leading to the pivotal point of the Jupiter-Saturn alignment. We see your multidimensional light field as your physical light template is upgrading, a multifaceted light process aligning with your entire cellular light chemistry. Open your heart to the universe, the true you. The rest will unfold, a sacred light journey, for you are bright, sending waves of cosmic love. The Arcturians and Karen Lithica from KarenLithica.com. And today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Paul Dobry Carey. A further buffeting of solar cosmic radiation enters Earth's upper atmosphere, producing heat friction through plasma production and creating electromagnetic pulses, potentially interfering with radio and satellite signals. Ionization of the atmosphere creates an excited electrical magnetic state which passes down through the atmospheric layers, leading to a higher density of energized electron particles, which acquire the role of free radicals within the human energetic systems. The activation of sprites take on the important role as highly charged, energetic plasma particle beings, absorbing excess gamma radiation, extreme frequency cosmic particles, and assisting stabilization and protection of Gaia's magnetosphere. The addition of a fifth-dimensional Merkaba to the Adam Kadmon human template in August 2013 required a higher energized system to become fully activated and achieve correct spin opposition at higher than light speed operation. The buildup of additional electron free radicals within the body's electrical field acts as a capacitor until the required charge is released. This can cause a large pulse of electrical activity to pass through the body, discharging the body of excess electron-free radicals. This creates temporary overload on the myelin sheathing of the body's nervous system, while the cell's atomic structures change their electron positions to find other positions on the valence bands, giving off photons in the process. A substantial reduction in the incidental consumption of heavy metals and toxic contaminants and increase in a diet of antioxidant food groups will be essential to combat this process. The subsequent change from an electron-charged electrical nervous system to a chromophore-based light transfer system provides faster speeds and greater variance of communication abilities. This takes place between the consciousness and the individual cells within the body, whilst their mitochondria switch from glucose-based feeding systems to the photon-based energy-charged light body capable of sustaining the higher vibrational frequencies of a fifth-dimensional expanded consciousness. With much love and blessings, Paul Dobry Carey. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. Nothing can stop what is coming. We come through it all brilliantly. We are here now to live our most magnificent life. The doubt is not real. If you can dream it, you can do it. So dream big. Remain open to eternal expansion and limitless potential possibilities. Step in the direction of your heart's desire. Trust the path will unfold and all will be provided. Focus on that which you wish to create. Build it and they will come. Trust your inner guidance, calling, many being called to shift into a new direction, mission. A new day has dawned. Trust the magic of new beginnings. The whole universe has you covered. Fearlessly leap into the unknown. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, immensely powerful shifts are occurring, and the energy now pouring in is unlike anything we experienced before. It is going to escalate and culminate in immense events in and around Christmas. It is time to rest and allow your body the chance to adjust. Keep the heart center open. Seek oneness with the divine and make quiet time. What I am being shown is tremendous. The old earth truly is no more. The new earth is here, and you are going to see and feel this intensely as all is shaken up as the old makes way for the new. From JudithKusel.com. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Ra James. The Star of Bethlehem. We are going to feel more and more energy as we draw closer and closer to the winter solstice. This year on the winter solstice, Jupiter and Saturn will once again collide. This unique alignment will create a light known as the Christmas star. This is the Star of Bethlehem. The Star of Bethlehem wasn't a star at all, but a rare planetary alignment. You have probably heard of the Star of Bethlehem, as it was said to have guided the 3 wise men of the Bible. Once again, these planetary alignments and ascension energies are here to guide us home. The veil is continuing to thin as we are nearing the middle of this eclipse gateway that we are in. We are also preparing for the 12-12 portal. Expect some major light body upgrades as we prepare to enter this next gateway. The next eclipse will be a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. It will bring with it some much needed fresh energy. It will very much complement the energy we're already in of Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season is bringing with it some major upgrades. Lots of ascension codes are coming in. We have a lot of positive energies we can be using during this time. December is a powerful space to get back on track with your manifesting. Eclipse season is a powerful time for clearing the past so that we can more fully step into our future. These energies are helping to recalibrate us energetically. Now is a good time to continue to shed any misaligned energies. We have some more clearing to do. Make sure you're really tuning in within for any guidance you're receiving. From SparksOfDivineLightHealing.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Venus in Scorpio trine Neptune in Pisces, and in conjunct Mars and Aries. Attractions feel complicated by the awkward connection between Venus and Mars. Something tugs at the heartstrings. Desires are stirred, and yet we may feel unsure of what action to take. Do we trust that the relationship or situation will unfold as we hope, or do we try to push to make it happen? Maybe we're hesitating because what we are drawn to pulls us away from a different goal or passion. Neptune calls down from above, asks Venus to look up. He reminds her and us that we can't control every outcome, and that's okay. Do what you can and then let life unfold as it will. The more you surrender to the moment, the more in tune you feel with the cosmos. Creative inspiration abounds, perfect for artists and musicians, and for us all. When we are quiet, there's a soft brush of feathers as angels hold us in their embrace. Sweet music ripples in the space between this world and the other. Let your heart be full. You are loved. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Hair and the Moon Astrology, Sunday, December 6, 2020. A heads up between eclipses. During the 2 weeks between November 30th and December 14th, we are in the geophysical seismic window of 2 eclipses. This is a place of potential and opening, a chaotic point of choice and evolution, whose effects will ripple out until next June 2021. These are eclipses activating the Gemini-Sagittarius axis of information and communication, a theme that is going to be central to the radically different astrology of 2021. Big news stories have already rolled out, with more to come as we head towards the historic Saturn-Jupiter meeting in Aquarius at the solstice on December 21st, the first great chronication in the air element for hundreds of years. This week ahead of December 14th's total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, there is nothing to do, be, practice, or ritualize. You definitely don't need to impose change on yourself from the outside, as the eclipse will do it for you in its own perfect timing, depending on where 20 to 26 degrees Sagittarius are in your chart. The exception is if you can feel something shifting or have one of those light bulb moments, then go with it and go for it. With Pluto square Eris for the third time on Thursday the 10th, the Sun opposite the karmic node of fate, plus Mercury on the great attractor, expect more revelations as chickens come home to roost with all the usual accompanying media hype. The great attractor is huge, mysterious gravitational force at 14 to 17 Sagittarius, the most potent source of electromagnetic radiation in the known universe, bending both space and time, giving a simultaneous view of the past, present, and future. It has a resonance to the Creator's voice and is the seat of the universal source and cosmic balance. From here in the moonastrology.co.uk, and today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 252, yellow, overtone human. The number 5 is called Overtone, and its key words are empower, radiance, and command. The 5th day of a wave spell shifts the energy into a more intense pace. It is a get-it-done kind of day. If you use this energy rather than be overpowered by it, you can achieve an amazing amount. Think big and tap into this energy source. Today is yellow human, and the key words are influence, wisdom, and free will. Humans are vessels to be filled with wisdom that is channeled. However, we have free will to do what we choose with this wisdom. Use your intuition today, and the wisdom that it brings will be very empowering. The guide for today is the yellow sun, which represents enlightenment and universal fire. The process of going with your gut feelings today will be guided by enlightenment. Expect light bulb moments and answers to problems you've been seeking. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, yellow overtone human, Kin 252, 6 December 2020, radiant influence. 6/12/2020 equals 6/12/22 equals 634 equal 13 equal 4. 6 Heaven Christ Harmony Romance. 3 Holy Spirit Joy Creativity Communication. 4 Form Structure Foundation Earth Angelic. 22 Master Builder Architect of Peace. Kin 252 equal 9 Destiny Service Compassion Humanity. A very heavenly divine day of radiant empowerment. Day 5 of the spectacular yellow star wave spell, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives, so that our lives become a living work of art. Day 5 of Namaste wave spell is a deeply spiritual day, filled with an abundance of yellow, golden energy from the combined energies of the star, yellow human, and yellow sun. It is a day of empowerment and radiance, a very powerful day for enlightenment and illumination. It is also a day which activates the question, what legacy would you like to leave on this planet? How can you as an individual use your creativity and wisdom to make this world a better and more beautiful place for future generations? Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm, action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. The overtone tone beautifully aligns with the theme of today's code of using your free will choices to empower yourself and others in order to shine brightly, command your radiance, and spread your golden light. How can you use your creativity today to empower yourself and make wiser choices? It is high time you traded in your little human to that of a better and more spectacular, high-tech, divine human, reclaiming your power and aligning your free will to that of divine will, fully anchoring and activating your galactic soul gold print, thus downloading greater wisdom and guidance for your upcoming galactic mission and becoming the star blossom that you are. The energies today are very conducive for surrendering your free will and fully aligning with your mighty I Am presence, becoming the golden, angelic, Christed, human God, being that is your birthright. We are gods in training. Of course, the sun represents the source of all that is, the powerhouse of fuel for our body, mind, and soul. The sun's codes also hold the keys to our ascension and evolution. Without the light of the sun, no thing exists and there is no life. Tone number 5 also represents the center and coming into balance. Our sun is the center of our solar system around which our planets revolve, and the center of our galaxy. It is also a stargate portal used as a superhighway accessing other galaxies. The sun brings forth universal fire to light up your human with power, passion, creativity, and life force. The energy that sustains life in the whole galaxy. Come fill your golden holy grail with the golden light nectar from the gods until your cup runneth over. Spend some time in nature today communing with God, Goddess, Spirit to forge a stronger and purer connection to your source of wisdom. Focusing on the greater good and the whisperings of Spirit will put you on the right path to expressing your pure creative soul's essence. Become the hollow bamboo and channel the inspiration of Spirit through your influential wisdom, music, dance, yoga, breath, singing, light language, and whatever form of wind that seeks to whistle through your being. Hold no fear and allow it to flow effortlessly. Radiate your inner light and allow others to see in the dark, guiding them back home. Today's question is, how can I align with divine wisdom, using that knowledge to empower and influence others through my radiant creations? Divine blessings for radiating greater influence today. In Lakek ala Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 252, Yellow, Overtone Human. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to influence, commanding wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of universal fire. So on this powerful day of illumination, enlightenment, and activation, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're experiencing, your feelings, your dreams, your synchronicities, and what you see shining through of the new earth. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below the video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. 8/8 coming in. Now I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for your support on Patreon. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Bro Star of the Light Justin Russell for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Heike Timpe, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Julie Butler, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Elena Settle, for your support and pledge on Patreon. And I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Pineal. I take it that's like the pineal gland. Thank you very much for your pledge and support. And I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Naomi Athena Moore, for your pledge and support. Thank you all very much. We appreciate you all very much. And as I spoke earlier, we will be doing a drawing this week, every day for 6 days, starting on the 9th. For these goddess dolls made out of very colorful wool by my sacred condor. And we have many more gifts to come in the future. Plus we will be doing guided meditations, my goddess and I, in the near future for our patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a pledge at patreon.com/primedisclosure. So our first goal is to use the funds to be able to secure a home to work out of and to live out of. And then when we get to the level of support and pledges to be able to do this full time, then we will focus on manifesting the Healing Retreat Center and sustainable community. But I need a private location right now in the Clark County area in Washington State to anchor into the grid, to do ceremony, to do our work, creating medicine wheel, sacred spiral, and medicine tree, and to do our daily practices and work in manifesting new earth. So we appreciate all of your support and look forward to working with and meeting many of you in the near future. So check out the 2 videos I released earlier today on the Age of Aquarius activation meditation and the giveaway for our Patreons at $20 or greater for these goddess dolls. We'll be doing gifts for all levels of pledges in the near future. Right now, we want to promote these sacred goddess dolls for part of our mission and to transmit our divine union codes and divine abundance to as many light workers as we can in the next several weeks. So you can purchase these dolls from lunagoddessart.com, LUNAGODDESSART.com, which will take you to my Sacred Condors Etsy page, Ama Luna Goddesses, or shop owner name Condor Rise. Because with the rising of the sacred condor, the sacred divine feminine, we all rise together. And we, as divine masculine, the sacred divine eagle, we are here to support and uplift the divine goddess, our sacred condors, and each other as we rise together into the glory, into the light of the new earth, the golden age. And many people come to me and ask me what's going to happen on the solstice or the event, or they've been waiting for years, or whatever the questions are. What I can tell you is that no one knows exactly what's going to happen. People are having visions. We're all having visions. I'm having visions of potential outcomes. What I tell people is nobody knows, but what we do know is that we are rising, we are ascending in consciousness and frequency, and that we're at the precipice. We're at the 12th hour, the 12th gate of 12D, with our highest self, our highest consciousness. So it's best to remove any expectations. When we give dates and times, it is just for consciousness itself to take the time, to take the moments, to gather, to connect. If we didn't have any dates, no one would do anything, or it wouldn't be enough of a critical mass. We call the 100th monkey, the 144,000. So when we give dates, this is just so that consciousness and the awakening of the 144,000 to connect to all consciousness. It is the 100th monkey. It is the critical mass when 144,000 together join and lock wings, lock arms to rise up together. That will expand out to all of our species, all of our human race, humanity. And then through this energy, we connect. So what we don't want to do is to manifest doubt or self-pity or self-importance, all these things that come with when our expectations are not met, or when we have hope into something and put a date on that hope and time, and then when that doesn't happen, we turn that into a negative emotion or negative thought and negative feeling. And that does not serve humanity. It doesn't serve yourself. It doesn't serve consciousness or divine creator. Just like in 2012, when people expected the world to blow up, or they expected to be floating on clouds after this event or this great awakening, and that didn't happen. They were let down. And I'm not picking on anyone or focusing on anything negative. I'm just pointing out the fact that these things that are non-physical, these events, this symbolism, these synchronicities, this energy, this emanation is non-physical, it's not tangible. But what we do know is that we can, through our conscious effort, through our intent, through our focus, through our visualizations, we can manifest our true heart's desire, our true connections, our true love, our pure consciousness, our pure awareness. And through the power of our divine will and intent, we can transform our lives, we can transform this realm. But because it is a collective experience, it takes a collection of souls, it takes us working together to see what we want for the new earth. The Great Spirit, the energy of the universe, needs to know, based on our will, our intent, our visions, and at the simplest level, our wants. What do we want for the new earth? What do we want in our lives? This is why journaling is important. It makes it something tangible and concrete. Also, consistency, holding your focus, staying focused, working daily on your art, whatever that creative art is, whatever inspires you, whatever you're passionate about, while connecting with other like-minded individuals. And we're doing this through our Patreon page. This is for all of you. I don't have time right now to join in any discussions on there. I work every day. Every day it takes me hours to do these transmissions, and then also communicating through emails, Facebook messages, all this. It's a daily task. I haven't taken a day off in 2 years, which I'm not complaining about because I love what I'm doing and I enjoy connecting with all of you. But there's a limitation to my time and what I can accomplish in 24 hours in a day. So if I don't get back to you or don't respond to a message, I'm not ignoring anyone. It just, my time is limited. So in the near future, when I have more time, I'll be able to do live events. I'll be able to communicate on Discord and do more things for all of you. But I'm doing the best I can. We are all doing the best we can. So thank you all for your patience and hang in there with all of us. And just know that if enough people do come together on the solstice, and this doesn't have to be in the physical, this is just in the time-space continuum. If enough of us go into our heart, do the practice, do the meditation that is in the video I put out earlier today, The Age of Aquarius, and please share that and make it viral so that enough of us get the message. And do not worry about it. Do not worry about the effects or the consequences of our metaphysical, meditative practices and arts, because there is a divide amongst the lightworker community about what we should and shouldn't do, and there's constant conflict and debating. And this leads me to another point that my sacred condor and I were discussing the other day about. We both agreed that in these conflicts and in these debates that it's all perception and both sides are right, no matter what view you take. That's why the Zen masters, the Heart Sutra, the most important sutra, where we realize emptiness is form and form is emptiness. You cannot separate the two. So when people try to divide through right and wrong, black and white, up and down, religion versus religion, that it's a wedge in between us connecting on a real level, on a human level, to be a real human being and see each other with our hearts and with our souls and see the light that is within each other and say we're all in this together. Nothing is going to divide us anymore. Nothing is going to separate us and cause us to conflict and take away our energy and our free will and our divine right as a sovereign human being of eternal light and eternal life. And we are all equal in the eyes of the Great Spirit. And on this day, the eyes of our spirit open, and we know all things because we know love, and we know the I Am presence that's here now, and everything else just dresses up truth. So with the truth of the I Am, we connect to all life in all timelines, all realms and dimensions, and we uplift each other with our love, with our passion, and with our light. And nothing is going to stop us. Love is one, victory to the light. And in this now, we remove and heal all doubt and all fear and all ignorance forevermore. And we see our true brilliance, our bright virtue, the unborn mind of Buddha that is our true nature. There is nothing to gain or lose, only fear dies. And know in this now that all that really matters is eternal. And with the power of that glory, we are empowered and we step into our light and we shine brightly like lighthouses in the night, the way showers of the new earth to guide and lead our bro stars and sisters of the light home to heaven on earth. We love you all. Namaste.